So, guys, I have absolutely no idea what is happening with the Chicago Sky. Like, it is wild. Like, you're seeing the team going out there and playing in warming up in masks. And I'm just there like, they're practicing in masks. Like, this can't be good. There's no way that this is there's something wrong if you're practicing a mask, and people are like, oh, it's out of precaution. But I'm like, you're not going to play the game in masks. If it's out of precaution because you don't want to get people around you sick, then like, why are we playing the game? Especially if it turns out, because health and safety protocols, if it turns out the Kennedy Carter had COVID. And like, look, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's probably not. We're not going to go into another damn pandemic. But to say that COVID is nothing is also wrong. It's also completely wrong to say that COVID is nothing because it's still pretty rough. I'll say it is still, it's still not a great thing to have. But if you agree that something crazy is going on, subscribe. We're trying to hit 28.5k by the end of the day. We're 150 off. Probably not going to do it unless the Fever game absolutely booms. But like, it's wild. So the latest update, hopefully all of them will be okay. It's like wearing masks during your practice, but then probably sending out the players without masks. Opponents should be protected as well. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to wear a mask during the game, no point in forcing people to wear a mask at practice. Maybe 20-ish people. If you're going to send them out later with no mask. I don't know what's going on. Like, Kennedy Carter's sick on... Like, Kennedy Carter literally, she was on a drip in the hospital, and then somehow the next day was playing basketball in a road trip, and she was wearing a mask around. It's so strange. It's so strange. If it's COVID, they shouldn't play. They wouldn't want to forfeit a game, especially in their current standings. But if it's COVID, it's unsafe. It is completely unsafe. Again, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's wrong with Kennedy Carter. And that's the thing. It's like just health and safety protocols. We don't have a clue what's wrong with her. And like, I don't think anyone is. I think it's just confusing. It's just so confusing. What's happening? Like, really confusing, because I'm looking and I'm just like, something's wrong. Something's wrong if your player who's been sick and came out with a mask for their game against the Sparks, and now everyone's sick, and now they're still playing the game, but Kennedy Carter's ruled out. And I can guarantee you Kennedy Carter plays on Friday as well. Like, this could be, if it turns out that like, they end up like, they pass COVID, what the hell happens then? What the hell happens then if it turns out that this ends up spreading COVID amongst the league? What the hell happens then? And like, yes, I get it. We're in the year of 2024. It's not it's not gonna cause a pandemic, but still, it's not good. It's not a good look at all. But yeah, hopefully it's just completely, they're all fine. Hopefully it was a player's choice and they didn't have to wear masks, and the players were just like, you know what, I'm just going to wear a mask to be safe. Hopefully that's the case. And hopefully the Chicago Sky don't take down half the damn league. And the worst part about it is, if it turns out that they do go and take down half the freaking league, the maddest thing about it is we have to look back 2 weeks ago and think, what the hell have they been letting Kennedy Carter play the whole time sick and getting people spreading it? I really hope that this is just one player being sick, but like, they cancel practice because multiple players were sick. Like, that's why their practice was cancelled. They canceled practice because multiple players were sick, and then they right after that they have a player out, and now they're all wearing masks. But either way, look, I don't think the Sky are going to beat the Mystics tonight. The Mystics don't need to lose, by the way. Like, they absolutely, under no circumstances, need to lose, which is a big one. It's like teams needing to lose or wanting to lose is obviously going to be a huge factor in them losing, but they don't need to lose because Dallas won yesterday. Like, Dallas winning, Dallas are 4.5 games ahead of them or 3.5 games ahead of them, even if they win with like 10 games to go. So the Mystics can try win every single game the rest of the year. And I assume they are going to, because I think the Mystics are going to look to compete. They're not going to be as bad as the Sparks. The Sparks are too far ahead. You're going to firmly be in that like 25% chance of getting the number 1 pick. And look, the Dream are also going to... The Sky might not win. The only game the Sky are probably going to win is the Sparks. There is a legitimate chance at the Sky go... What was it? Like 1-9 the rest of the year? 1-10? Maybe 3 wins. If the Sky get 3 more wins, that's like probably like they've done well. If they get 4 wins post Christmas break, they've done really well with this team. But it's just a mad situation. I really hope nothing happens from this. I really hope this is all precaution, but it just doesn't look right. The optics of this whole scenario is not good. I'm not saying anything's bad. Again, I'm not saying anything is bad at all, but the optics aren't good. That's the only thing I can say, is that like the optics of it all isn't great. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think the Sky are going to win? I think the Mystics are going to win today anyway. I think even with Kennedy Carter, the Mystics are going to win. The Mystics match up really well to the Sky. The Mystics are nearly as strong as the Sky in the positions where the Sky are good. Like, their 4-5 combo is as good as any's in the league. And they have Ariel Atkins, who's one of the very few players that I think can give Kennedy Carter a bit of trouble. And they've also got like Julie Van Loo. You've got a few other players. And you're looking at like a team that I fully believe, if a few bounces of the ball went differently at the start of the year, are probably in the playoffs. I think as far as ability-wise goes, the Mystics are a playoff team. I saw them hoop against Indiana when they beat them. I saw them hoop against Chicago when they beat them. I've seen them hoop against teams and just lose down the stretch of games. And there's no way I can see them losing this game tonight. Especially with the fact that the Chicago Sky team, even if they play, there's quite a few of them that are sick. So it is a pretty interesting situation. But anyway, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.